Welcome to the Missouri Baptist Women's Basketball Coaches Show. I'm Harry Schrader. Head coach Iris Dixon is with us. And Iris, you guys have won 4 of your last 5 games after taking care of business at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. Just talk about the mindset of the ladies. You guys are having a lot of progress lately.
Yeah, it seems like we're finally trying to finally working together. You know, getting into the groove and things like that. And you know, so hopefully that's a good thing, especially going in and starting the second round of conference play. That's always a good thing. So, you know, teams that we played before, you know, potentially saw a different team, and teams, you know, when we play them again, you know, it'll be another different team. So finally kind of getting that groove a little bit, and I think the girls are excited about it and realizing what they're capable of doing.
Narrow victory over St. Louis College of Pharmacy on Tuesday. Amanda Scott gets 20 points. It seems like week after week we talk about just her continual development.
Yeah, definitely continued development, you know, progressing again. Like I said, finding that groove, you know, her as well as other key players on the team, you know, finding that groove, you know, and just really stepping up as a leader and as a main contributor for us.
Riley Rudden gets 7 assists in that game and you know, limits the turnovers. So her game continues to progress as well.
It has. Again, she's been one that you know, the challenge has been posed to her in terms of, you know, what are your purpose to be out there on the floor, and it's to distribute the ball, and it's to get everybody else involved, it's to, you know, look for that opportunity as a last option in terms of shooting. And then at the end of the game, you can say, you know, hey, I got, you know, my teammate, you know, this many points and this, that, or whatever, and that assist to turnover ratio looks really good, and that's been improving tremendously.
You've won 4 of your last 5. You play Stevens on Thursday. But as you look at the team, and it seems like game by game the rotation, the starting lineup changes almost every night. Is that based on, okay, they had a really great practice yesterday, or maybe against this team we think we can exploit this kind of attack? How do you come up with those decisions?
Mainly we look at the opponent that we're playing, and sometimes we try to match it with that. But recently, you know, we've had some injuries that we've dealt with that has caused us to make some more adjustments, and we'll do that continuously, you know, until we, you know, get that right group of people that's going to, you know, continuously get us started and you know, help us maintain and finish. But yeah, it has changed quite a bit, and the key is that those individuals that get out there, they are being productive, and those who come in, you know, are doing the same thing.
Shaylin Robinson, a couple weeks ago, you and I talked about how sometimes she seemed to be just settling for outside shots, and you were talking about her maybe even kind of protecting an old injury. But it seems like the last maybe 2.5 weeks, she has decided, okay, I can go inside.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we've talked about, you know, worked on in practice and things like that. You know, just don't be just a one-dimensional player. You know, she's capable of putting the ball on the floor and can do that. And, you know, at this point in time in the season, you know, it's time to let loose and not hold back. And so she has, you know, adjusted and stepped up and doing some different things, and that's gonna be better for us overall.
I don't know if she's a great on-ball defender, but she's long and she ends up with a lot of steals. Had a number of steals Tuesday night.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we always tell them to keep the ball in front of her, and that's what she does. And you know, it's all about the reaction. You know, defensively that I stress with them is reacting to the ball, reacting to the player, and being in the right position, being in the help position, and that could help with or assist in getting steals.
You're 6-6 now in the league. That's huge. And Stevens College. Talk a little bit about Stevens College.
You know, Stevens has been playing great basketball. You know, we were able to get a win when they came to our place. We got to go down to their place and play them. And you know, we're down a couple of people starters, so it's going to be.
So tell us about that. Who's hurt?
We got Amanda Rowden, who's out. You know, she's one of our scorers as well as one of our, you know, top rebounders. She's out, you know, with stress fractures. And we also have Bria Wilburn out, who she was one of our scorers and one of our best defenders. So.
And what's her injury?
She's battling an old knee injury, and you know, just can't. You know, it's one of those where she needs to rest, and you know, it's tough. Same thing with the stress fractures. You know, not just in one leg, it's in both legs, and so that's been a tough one to swallow for us, and that happened in a matter of days. And so, you know, we were missing them from the pharmacy game.
So I cut you off. Now talk about Stevens a little bit.
Yeah, Stevens, like I said, you know, it's going to be a matchup for us, going to their place, like I said, down being a couple of players and things like that. So we're really going to have to work well together as a team to get out of there with the win, and not put on the performance that we did against Pharmacy, and go down there and compete.
To talk about then who steps into the lineup for Bria or Amanda.
Well, we have Dana Jenkins who come back. She plays the point guard position, but can play the 2-guard position as well. And then we also have Jessica Moore who comes in, and gets some spot minutes. So they're going to have to step up and really contribute, with the loss of those two.
What are you looking for with Jordan Brunton? Where's her season at? I mean, there's times when she's starting and super contributing, other times when she kind of seems to drift back into the pack a little bit. What are you looking for from her?
Really trying to get her comfortable, confidence. She can be a phenomenal rebounder, can be a phenomenal defender. Honestly, I do think that she has some anxiety a little bit, when thrown in there. Maybe a little bit of pressure and things like that. But our goal is, hey, your job is to defend, and to rebound the ball. And as soon as she can really allow that to sink in, she's definitely going to be one to reckon with for us.
So Stephens College on Thursday night, and then you've got a week off. Right here late in the season, is that really a good thing?
It's not a good thing, and that's something that I'm going to look at because, honestly, we cannot afford to take a week off. So, whether it's practice or whether it's, scrimmage against the guys or something like that, but, we can't take that week off because, like I say, this is really the meat of our conference, the second round of it, and it's every game is important. And when we take a day off, that sets us back. So we can't afford to take those days off.
That's head coach Iris Dixon. Stephens College on Thursday night on the road. Then the next time we have a home broadcast, January 26th. It's a really intense part of the season. It's a fun time here, isn't it?
It's a fun time. It's a stressful time, and it's just one of those where hey, let's keep going, or hey, let's get it over with.
That's head coach Iris Dixon. I'm Harry Schrader. You've been watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.